Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena on the official Magic the Gathering Arena YouTube channel. It's me, it's CGB, here for the weekly just display of the nonsense that you can get up to in MTG Arena. And the nonsense is epic this time because Aftermath, March of the Machine Aftermath, has released on Arena a mini set that concludes the story of the Phyrexians and their battles across the multiverse. And it introduced a card, a new card that creates a 2-card infinite damage combo right here in Standard. The card is Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin. For 2 and a black and a red, this 4/3 flying trample demon says whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on Ob Nixilis. Exile the top card of your library. Until your next end step, you may play that card. A good value card and a solid creature on its own in any deck that can deal a little bit of damage. This goes kind of infinite, I guess totally infinite. Actually the limit of the infinity is the amount of life total your opponent has. It goes enough to make them dead with All Will Be One. And All Will Be One is a 3 and a red enchantment mythic from you know which set. Can you guess? And it has whenever you put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, All Will Be One deals that much damage to target opponent, creature an opponent controls, or planeswalker an opponent controls. How does this work? Well, if you have out Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, and you have out All Will Be One, and you deal exactly 1 damage to the opponent, well, I guess technically if they lose 1 life, well, the loop begins. You deal 1 damage to the opponent. You put a counter on Ob. Ob triggers. You deal 1 damage. The +1/+1 counter triggers All Will Be One. You deal 1 damage to the opponent. You put a +1/+1 counter on Ob. You deal 1 damage to the opponent. You put a +1/+1 counter on Ob. And away you go. So the rest of the deck, the shell, is we're going with the classic Rakdos cards, but we have cards built in here that can start the combo immediately, so that if you play them early and then you play Ob Nixilis on turn 4 and All Will Be One on turn 5, you have something on board that for 0 mana can make the opponent lose 1 life. That's Oni Cult Anvil, and that's Graveyard Trespasser with its attack trigger. Another way to do it is the Devil from Ob Nixilis the Adversary, which is why Ob Nixilis the Adversary makes the cut. And Ob Nixilis also has great synergy with All Will Be One because 2 planeswalkers entering the battlefield is a good amount of damage, and then plussing planeswalkers also creates more damage with All Will Be One. So a synergistic little hybrid anvil deck with an endless damage combo. I am really excited to play this thing for you and show you just what kind of nonsense Standard can become. Let's dive in. Let the Ob combo begin. Well, the ruins make it an unkeepable hand, which is a bummer. Better, much better. What do we put away? Do we have the guts to put away the springs and not curve very well? Do we put away the Trespasser? Keep the Fable? On the play, I think we keep Fable. Fable can fix our hand if we just draw a bunch of lands from this position. Iron Apprentice. Artifact aggro? Let's go. What you up to over here? The +1/+1 counter machine, green-white, Ozolith. Wow. There's All Will Be One. I think we make sure we have our color requirements because we have so many black and red pips between anvils and harvesters. We could kill this now, and then there's nowhere to put the counter, right? Maybe that's a good play. Because I think that whatever the opponent plays next is going to be a big problem. You know what? Let's let them do their thing. I'm gonna be aggressive instead. That is my objective, right? Get their life total to 0. Duelist. Bond. All right, Bond Warden, let's go. It's a 4/4 vigilance and they draw a card. I feel bamboozled. All right, I need another blood token. I have it with the Epicure though. I also have a land drop. I guess we'll just decline. So our plan is to get Fable Harvester going. So here's Epicure. Oh wait, our plan won't work because we need to use the Harvester right now. Here's an Anvil. Here's a Sacrifice. Now the opponent can block with Iron Apprentice and put 2 counters on the Bond Warden, but I still think it's worth it just to get the treasure cooking. Oh, they take it. Interesting. They've got something else in mind. Don't think I want to discard All Will Be One. That's my combo. So I'm just going to eat a blood token, ping them, make a 1/1. The Wormlet. Wormlet? How many artifacts you got in there? Veteran. Okay, that's +1/+1 counters. 2 per shot because of the Ozolith. I'm very afraid. We need to locate the combo. All right, let's play All Will Be One. If I put counters on something, I get to deal damage. Unfortunately, my opponent's deck is the counter deck. They would love this card. All right, we made the 1/1 because we used the treasure. I want to hold this because I think we're going to use the blood token to dig. We don't have a good attack and I don't need the treasure. Let's pass. Another Wormlet. A Skrelv. It looks really good for them. They're going to get a ton of counters. As long as we can keep making a lot of blockers, we'll be okay. But we definitely can't flood out here. My goodness, they're getting so strong. Ah, don't attack. All right, they've got a 3/3 coming in. That one I sort of want to kill. But if I do, I have nothing to really target with the reflection. I guess we could block with this. Yeah. All right, so chumps, and we can take a 3/3 out, right? And they don't get a soldier. It has to be a soldier that dies. Get an extra little drain thing by using the anvil here. Land, gross. All right, blood digs. Digging for combo. Ken has combo maybe? Double All Will Be One? Not really what I had in mind. This can put counters here, which deals 2 damage. That's solid. Behold, my creation! That's a pretty big hit, actually. All right, we made our 1/1 this turn. We're going to make an Epicure next turn and block with it. Go. It will also give us the blood token that we need next turn to keep the anvil trick happening, and then next turn we can kill the Skrelv. No, we can't. Skrelv got buff. The opponent saw it coming. You could cycle that. Ah, they want the Wormlet trigger. Okay, cycling doesn't do that. What you got? I'm not afraid. I'm at 21. I have no fear. All right. Here we go. $14. We're just holding on. All we gotta do is hang on. Eventually, maybe we find Ob and do combo. Or just drain them out if things just stay similar to this. Anvil number 2, that's very good. That's very, very good. I don't feel like I have time for another All Will Be One, as cool as that looks. Ob? Can we have an Ob? Any Obs? Also, I'm doing this now in case I want to use the ruins or cast the Ob I draw. Wrong Ob. Wrong Ob. What do I do here? I can still copy the Epicure. I can sacrifice this. I already missed out on my anvil this turn. We get to make 4 counters? Think? Yeah, this is going to be very strong. With All Will Be One. The thing is, we gotta kill the Skrelv. So this is for 1 point. Now, when we plus, it's a +1, right? So we can get it up to 3. So I'm going to target the apprentice. And then this comes in with 3. We target the Skrelv.
Families call me their adversary. I like that.
Got it. All right. Plus. This is going to let them put more counters on something, but it's going to cut down their creatures in general.
Your punishment is
And we see all will be one just doing work, even with the wrong ob. Not the ob you came to see, I know.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Those are some big creatures, but they don't have trample. Reflection, blood token. Keep them alive. We do give up our Epicure though, so we're out of cool things to copy with Kiki. I guess a devil is not bad if we decide to use Ob for that. Oh! Oh baby! We got him! We did it! We're doing the thing! We're doing the thing. 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 Oh, oh, babe. Oh, it's going. It's going. You take 1. We trigger. You take 1. We trigger. Every counter that goes on the ob from doing this loop is going to trigger. All that will be 1. And we just keep doing it until opponent is dead, and it's amazing and awesome, and it's peak experience, and Magic the Gathering's great, and I'm a little kid again. And yes, thank you very much. I know, impressive. Woo! We just had a peak life experience. On the play, and I have one question for all of you. Do you like Blood Tithe Harvester? Because here it is! Harvester Ob should keep them busy while we set up for our other things. Rot Priest. You. Well, Harvester should be decent against Infect. Sorry, not Infect. Toxic. Care to attack me? The Hive. I see. All right, so I think we get the Anvil going. And I think we kill the Rot Priest because that card is scurry. And then we can sack the blood token to make the 1/1, but what would I discard? The Ruins, I guess. And the party begins. Pretty happy with that. A Skrelv. Good thing I don't target their stuff too much. Of course, that's probably the way they like it. Oh my goodness. So many creatures. But 2 anvils? Okay. Here is my Harvester. Here is my blood token. Here is my anvil. And we are going to sack the blood token because the Harvester isn't going to work very well with Skrelv on the field, and we have blockers for all this stuff. Attacking doesn't really do much good here, I don't think. They just block with a chorus, turn around and attack us. So yeah, we need to make just as many creatures as they make. Sentry. Don't you go for my anvil. Ooh, goes for my Harvester. I think we're okay with this. We can only sacrifice an artifact here, right? Yep. I mean, I was scared they'd take my anvils. Maybe they don't recognize the power. Yep, here they come. I guess we're just blocking all this stuff. If we do that, next turn we play Harvester, we have a blood token, we sack the blood token, we make 2 more. Okay. Gotta kill the stuff. Ugh, so poisonous. Soakin's on. That could come in handy. Or we could discard it, or we could play Ob here, actually. That's interesting. Playing Ob, sacking Harvester, making 2 Devils seems very good. So we want to do this. Also distracts them from attacking my face. Go team, go. 2 Devils versus 5. 2 Devils
1,000.
and 2
Finally.
Constructs versus 5 attackers.
Oh, I have
They can kill one of the Obs. But in doing so, they give up all these creatures.
You work for me now, Runt.
And then we're top decking, and we have the anvils. We also have to be wary, though, of giving up all of our constructs. And we still have no toxic, so this is interesting. How does the opponent want to play it? Okay, they use Skrell for protection from red? Weird. It's very weird. We still have colorless constructs. All right, now what? They've sent 1, 2, 3, 4 for the copy. We can block all of these. If we do, we may not have an artifact next turn to use with the anvil, and that is the big problem. Is it worth it? Because it's all about what we top deck, right? I think we want to do some things like this. Then we give up one of our obs. We block here, kill these, deal another 1 and another 1. That's pretty good. Yeah, give up one of our obs. We want to give up all devils, though. I think we just give up 1 devil and kill the Skrelv. They might have another Skrelv, though. That could explain why they're willing to use it here. That really could. Yeah, if we can't protect the Ob, I think we say no blocks here. And just build a larger army to battle them next turn. Because we don't get any toxic from that. And they're at 13. Okay, that card's bad. That's a big draw. And we know they drew it, because they would have played it much sooner if they could. And our draw is terrible.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Yeah, that land draw off the top versus a bloated contaminator draw, that's going to change the whole game. That's we just got ruined by that bloated contaminator. Maybe they'll still go after Ob, though. They dropped to 9. Okay, interesting. We're doing it again. Name red again. Does this go after Ob? Yes. So it's got hexproof from red this turn, so we can't kill it. Where's the opponent going with everything else, though? If we get back the harvester, can we kill it? At the very least, we get a blood token. The opponent with any kind of protection spell, though, is a blowout. I don't think we can play around a protection spell anymore. The contaminator's too good. So we block like this. And then here we want to do 4 total. Okay.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
If they drew the protection spell in the last couple turns, yeah, like their draw is better than mine. They're even waiting for this to resolve for no discernible reason, but my god, they just blew me out. That's too bad. Opponent top decking nothing but gas. Trespasser is late. It's not terrible, though. It's at least something. We still don't have an all will be one, and we still don't have an ob. And they're down to 8. They're down to 7. So we kind of have 1 turn here. They're down to 6 to still try to pull this off. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. 5 from the hive. We need to find an extra point of damage somehow. And they're still attacking. What are they leaving back? Just the sentry? So I think we're letting this go. This can't block, this can't block. Only this can block. I guess we can block with one of the 1/1s. And then sack it for the damage. If they play another blocker, they've kind of got us. Again, we've got to make them top deck, right? And they've top decked really, really well so far. But we just need them to whiff here. Oh yeah, and we flipped this so we get 2 creatures, and we drew the Epicure. This is it. We're gonna get it done. Let's lead with the Epicure. They still take 1 damage from the hive. All right, let's sack the blood token. Discard the land. Double trigger. Ob. They only have 1 card in hand, so that's even more damage. To combat. Drain and drain. I think we're gonna pull this off. Sneaky. The Obs, they didn't look great, but they did just enough. They kept our opponent busy. Now they could have life gain. Tamiyo's safekeeping is a card, right? So here comes the block. Deal the damage. We gotta, they go to 1, so lethal will go on the stack with the hive, and then we can respond with the anvil, or we can anvil into anvil here. Let's just put Ob on the stack. I mean, in a million ways we have lethal, but whatever their last card is, we're gonna figure it out.
I don't stand with you. You're my enemy.
And the last card is?
Go ahead.
It is?
Plead for mercy.
Got him. Oof. It was in a Ganjo. They couldn't use it on the Glutton because of the ward. I can't believe we pulled that off. That is an anvil hand. Let's go. We need artifacts to sacrifice, but maybe Fable will provide. Fable always provides. Forest. Combo in hand. Oh, baby. Full combo in hand. Scrap Gorger. And against green, who doesn't usually run removal, this might just... This could be awesome. As Goblin Shaman. Stomps. All right. They're ramping up. Will they have a way to blow up an enchantment? Nothing yet. So we can play All Will Be One this turn? I'm not discarding anything. So here's the thing, we're against green. We could play Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, or we could play All Will Be One. I feel like All Will Be One's more likely to get exploded, to be honest. But regardless. Yeah, I think we play the Kingpin, because if they have a fight spell, at least it's a trade, right? All right, here we go. Now we could sack this now, and if we do that, we get a 1/1, and we get to exile a card, but I think we keep that as a secret, because we might need the treasure to cast All Will Be One next turn. If we do that, we just win. So let's just chill. Of course, we can get another treasure next turn from the Shaman, but you never know what they'll do. They might try to fight the Stomper with the Ob Nixilis with like a tail swipe. They might try to fight this Cosmic Hunger. Okay, that is the thing we were afraid of. So they do run removal spells in their mono green. I thought they were more likely to blow up an enchantment, but here they are. They got to kill the Ob, so we don't just get to combo them. I suppose I could have, maybe should have played all will be one, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I think you guys get the reasoning. Now we gotta go a little hard mode, because the opponent's gonna have a ton of mana. No attacking into the Gwenna with the 2/2. We'll just kick it over to them and see if they can deal with the reflection. Ugh, Vorinclex. Ugh, gross. Alright. Alright. That's a very scary card. And they're not done yet, because Gwenna untaps when you play a big creature. They got Beast Caller, they got Scrappy. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to find another Ob, because I don't know if we're gonna get through to deal damage to win this game. Not that Ob! Okay. Okay. How do we do it? We don't have the land. The land is definitely missing. How many blood tokens do we get here if we copy the Harvester, play the Harvester? A good number, and then we attack with the 2/2 and see how they block, and then the Harvester can kill it. Pretty good. I guess we just attack with the 2/2 and see what they do. Because maybe we end up killing Vorinclex. Maybe we're that lucky. A lot of things that this attack could mean. Ah, let's go, buddy. Let's go, big guy. Okay. So, Harvester. Blood token. Copy Harvester. Make blood token. Sacrifice this Harvester. Kill this Vorinclex. Sacrifice this Harvester. Kill this Gwenna. Slow the opponent down big time. What are we discarding? I don't know if Trespasser is really good against them, but I also don't know if they're going to recur anything. It's not bad. All will be one. You want to get that down and then play Ob. And I want to keep my treasure. I think it's as simple as sacrificing a token. The blood tokens keep the Harvester able to go after bigger threats, so we don't want those to go away just yet. Ah, speaking of bigger threats. Now. It's Titan of Industry, the city that punches. The building with fist. All right, they're gonna kill Reflection. Oh, I hate that. I wish I could sacrifice it. Then they wouldn't get the Rhino, but it's not an artifact. All right, let's absorb a little damage here. We've got another anvil to sack. But that Titan has trample and is terrifying. There's the combo piece. Okay. Okay, they played a Titan. If they have another one, going for the combo isn't going to work. But I don't think we expose the all will be one. I'm going to use the same rationale as before. And if they have the removal spell for the Ob, well, you know what? That's the way it went. All right, these blood tokens I don't think are it anymore. We can still give -4/-4, but I don't think that's the point here. We need all the blockers we can get on deck. And can we hit a land? Yes, we can. Cool. All right, next turn. We do the thing. Maybe. We need Ob to survive. They had the Cosmic Hunger last time. They have the Nissa this time, and that is game. Ugh. Oh, that was... Oh, man. Oh, Nissa hoofed. We were right there. That game was so close. They just had the right pieces at the right time each time. My head. My head. I feel like I got my head slammed in a door.